On January 26, 2020, a Sikorsky S-76B helicopter crashed in the city of Calabasas, California, around 30 miles northwest of downtown Los Angeles, while en route from John Wayne Airport to Camarillo Airport. All 9 people on board were killed on impact. Retired professional basketball player Kobe Bryant, his 13-year-old daughter Gianna, baseball coach John Altobelli, 5 other passengers, and the pilot. Investigative updates published by the National Transportation Safety Board during the accident. Investigations state that the helicopter was not fitted with a flight data recorder. There was no evidence of drug or alcohol use, and that viewable sections of the engines showed no evidence of an uncontained or catastrophic internal failure. The death of Bryant sparked numerous remembrances and tributes, including from then U.S. President Donald Trump as well as former U.S. Presidents Barack Obama and Bill Clinton. On January 26, 2020, at approximately 9:06 a.m. Pacific Standard Time in pilot Ara Zobayan, they were heading to a basketball game at Bryant's Mamba Sports Academy in Newbury Park, where Bryant was scheduled to coach Gianna's team. Flight records showed that the helicopter had flown the same journey the day before without incident to Camarillo Airport, a major general aviation airport about 20 minutes by car from Mamba Sports Academy. The previous day's flight had taken only 30 minutes. In contrast, driving from Bryant's home in Newport Beach to the academy would have taken at least 2 hours. A number of video recordings of the crash area were available, and although none showed the crash itself, the sound of the helicopter and the crash was recorded. In particular, surveillance cameras installed at the Agura Pony baseball fields provided overlapping coverage of the final parts of the flight path. The FAA conducted a visibility study which used frequency analysis to determine when the aircraft made the closest approach to each camera, ground speed, engine RPM, and determine likely in-flight visibility by comparing video recorded during the accident period to clear sky imagery. The report concluded that, at the moment of the accident, the estimated visibility ranges were between 1 mile and 1.5 miles. The Los Angeles Police Air Support Division had grounded its police helicopters on the morning of January 26 due to poor visibility and low ceiling. Air Support Division rules require at least 2 miles with a ceiling of 1,300 feet. Flying through clouds is possible if a pilot elects to operate under instrument flight rules. But according to a former pilot for Island Express and FAR records, the company's pilots were not allowed to fly under IFR. In addition, the company's Part 135 operating certificate, issued in 1998, limited operations to on-demand VFR-only flights. Even if the company's operating certificate and rules had allowed for flying under IFR, that option could still have led to lengthy delays and detours because of severe congestion in Los Angeles controlled airspace. Bryant's celebrity status would not have given the helicopter priority in that airspace. According to an automated weather station, the ceiling above mean sea level. Because visual flight rules prohibit a pilot from flying into or near clouds, the helicopter remained at an altitude of 700 or 800 feet. On January 26, that was not an option for VFR flights because of a deep marine layer which had pushed fog from the Pacific Ocean into the Santa Monica Mountains. Instead, the helicopter continued northwest, passed over Boyle Heights near Dodger Stadium, and began following the route of the Golden State Freeway before granting it permission at 9:32 a.m. to proceed into the controlled airspace around Burbank Airport. The hold allowed 2 inbound flights to land. While holding, Burbank informed Zobayan the cloud top extended to an altitude of 2,400 feet. Burbank called Van Nuys, which was also operating under IFR, and Van Nuys advised Burbank to take Zobayan north of Van Nuys. Permission to proceed was granted at 9:32 a.m. AMSL, which Zobayan confirmed with Van Nuys at 9:35 a.m. At 9:39 a.m., SCT made its first contact with Zobayan at 9:40 a.m. At 9:44 a.m., this was the last transmission made by Zobayan. It was initially reported that SCT had stated the helicopter was too close to terrain for flight. following, but the recorded transcript does not explicitly state this. As it approached higher ground, the helicopter began to climb, gaining approximately 1,000 feet above ground level. 8 seconds later, at about 9:45:18 a.m. before it struck a hillside at an elevation of approximately 1,085 feet. Figs. 6.8 The helicopter crashed and caught fire in Calabasas, California, near the intersection of Las Virgenes Road and Willow Glen Street, as reported by a 911 emergency call at 9:47 a.m. The crash occurred on the new Millennium Loop Trail, on a hillside behind the headquarters of the Las Virgenes Municipal Water District. The hillside is public